It's Kaylin Goss from the KBIA Newsroom, and it's time for Missouri on Mic, conversations from Missouri in its 200th year. Jessica Kanne is a teacher in Columbia, and she spoke with the Missouri on Mic team at the Daniel Boone Regional Library in February. She talked about the challenges of teaching during the pandemic, as well as the joys that come from working with young kids. Here's Jessica.
My favorite part is that I just think there's a lot to learn from kids, even at 2, 3, 4 years old. My least favorite part is probably being a teacher in the pandemic, just because it's pretty hard to teach kids when germs are extra spreading, and I think there's just a lot of times where teachers are taken for granted, especially right now. Kids are such sponges for everything that's going on around them, and even if they don't necessarily say it point blank, I'm sure they can feel the stress. But I think kids are so resilient that they'll come through, and I think this generation of kids that's going through the pandemic is probably going to be stronger than anything we've ever seen. My internet is broken, so I am going to use their internet to do some homework, and I'm actually going to pick up some books for my kids. Well, their favorite is the Llama Llama books, which are kind of fun because they just rhyme, but they also have good messages. But I also, we have a book called Our Class is a Family that I really like to read because it presents the idea you spend so much time at school, so why not call your class a family? And it kind of challenges the traditional ideas of what family could be. I talk about my class a lot, but we're currently doing a collaborative art project on this giant canvas where we're learning about all these different colors, and every time we finish learning about a color, they add to the canvas. They're 2 and 3 years old, and they're creating this really beautiful work of art. Personally, I hope to keep working with kids and just helping them know their worth. Just that it's okay to just be a kid, as basic as that sounds. It's okay to wear clothes that don't match and have random dance parties and just sit down and color or sit down and scream if that's what you need to do. That stuff doesn't have to be restricted to just kids. Anybody can wear what they want, do what they want, feel their emotions when they want, stuff like that. Globally, I think 2 years ago at the beginning of the pandemic, we saw this huge coming together of people and so much unconditional kindness. And I would say if I had to pick one hope for the world, it would be to get back to this place where we're just being kind and coming together as a community. I have a lot of friends who teach at the public school, and I know they're super, super understaffed, and I feel that's kind of either not being talked about or being ignored, because I know people are really pressed to have their kids in the classroom and not wearing masks and all of this stuff, but we're forgetting about the teachers and about their health and safety too.
That was Jessica Kanne speaking about the strain the pandemic has put on teachers. Missouri on Mic is an oral history and journalism project from Missouri's 200th year. Thanks to Rebecca Smith for producing this episode and the Burney sisters for providing our music. For more conversations like these, visit kbia.org. I'm Kaylin Goss. Thank you for listening.